The NASCAR Series SM Cup Series heads to Thunder Valley in Bristol Motor Speedway as we get ready to start the field for Sunday's Samsung 500. Welcome to the Heat Races at Bristol. It's going to be a 25-lap event where 26 drivers in each race will fight for 40 spots to have a chance to get in the starting lineup or in the main event of the Samsung 500. Now, here's how it will work. There are 52 entries in total. 26 drivers will be in each heat race. Now, the top 20 in each heat race will move on to the main event, which means 12 drivers in total will go home today, or 6 drivers in each round. Now, if a chase driver, for example, Sidney Dotzenberg or Carlos Zilek, is in 21st to 26th, whatever cars are behind that driver, let's say it's 4 drivers are behind, let's say for example Carlos Zilek. That means 5 drivers will be shaved off in the heat race number 2. So instead of being the top 20 spot you have to enter into, it will be the 16th spot, because you have to make up 40 spots. You know, if you finish ahead of a driver, chase driver, you will be locked in. But now it's time to start heat race number 1. Let's crank up the engines for today's race.
Race fans, it's time for the most famous words in motorsports. Here to give the command, please welcome your Grand Marshal, winner of 50 Sprint Cup races, charter member of the NASCAR Hall of Fame. Please welcome your Grand Marshal, the last American hero, Mr. Junior Johnson.
Drivers, start your engine.
Okay, man, get fired up when you're ready, bud. Get fired up. Bring it up. Really?
Hey, let's take a look at your starting lineup for today's event. We got Josh Crash starting on the front row for today's race. So next to Michael Gregory. Then it's Braden Dunn and Zach Hussey. Row 3 has Irvin Alonso and Kevin Cow. Row 4 has Jordan Bonner and Ian Darmody. Row 5 has Coco Garcia and KJ Adams. Row 6 has Ryan Bogie, a rookie in this race, and Mitchell Carter. Row 7 has Robert Harrison and Ryan Bogie. Row 8 has John Don and Caleb Fairclough. And row 9 has Don Benton and Kyler Boggs. Row 10 has Javier Hernandez and Mike Gordon. Row 11 has Julio Cesar and Francisco Ibarra. Row 12 has Alex Ibarra and Antonio Green. Row 13 has then the rest of the field: Sidney Dotzenberg, Eli Bright, and Dalton Bauman. Green flag is out. We're racing heat race number 1 at Bristol. Off of turn 4, Josh Crash will lead the first lap. Here comes Braden Dunn to the inside lane of Michael Gregory. That's the battle for the second spot. Down the back stretch they go. Braden with the edge, but here comes Gregory back on the high side. And Braden will take that second spot away. Let's take a look at our the driver. Whoa, look at Francisco Ibarra. Almost got loose. Comes right in front of, whoa, bit of contact, 4 wide. Whoa, hang on there. And oh, there goes the A car. Oh, and there's a hit. No caution is out. Caution is not out, but that was a big hit the A car took. You can tell that was about to start from the back straightaway. Let's take a look at that again. Side by side here, and yeah, the 48 car hit the wall, and then hit another car that sent him to the apron of the racetrack. That's what started this whole thing. Meanwhile, the driver in the transfer spot is Eli Bright in that 88 Amp Energy Chevrolet, battling Robert Harrison in the 91 Wrangler's Jean Chevrolet. Meanwhile, Josh Crash has pulled out to a 0.72 second lead, or 0.7 of a lead, ahead of Braden Dunn. Then it's Irvin Alonso in third, 1.4 seconds behind. Jordan Bonner fourth, and Michael Gregory in fifth in that Black Ops 3 Toyota. The gap has now shrunken to 0.65. It was 0.72 last time at the line. Right now, 0.65 at the line. 0.64 shaved off. So he is coming. You're on board with him. He is coming. 0.64 last lap. This time, it remains the same, I believe. Yes, it does. Josh Crash and Brandon are going to be a factor in this event. Yeah, shaved off another 10th. Meanwhile, got final driver in the transfer spot, the Ford 28 car of Dalton Bauman in that Bass Pro Shop Ford, battling Ian Darmody for that final transfer spot. Excuse me, that is for 19th season, not for the final transfer spot. Let's look at our Daytona 500 champion, Sidney Donsenberg, battling the 78 car. That is for the 12th spot. At the line, Donsenberg got that one. She's driving the Interstate Battery Chevrolet. So far, we are caution-free in this event. Josh Crash has led every single lap so far. But Braden is closing in. The gap has now shrunken to 0.42. Last time, it was 0.6. What is it now this time at the line? 0.38. Yes, he is coming. Seems like Josh Crash, he has a better car at the short run, but during the long run span, the 52 car will just close him in. You can tell it is shrinking. .26 now. We are coming to 6 laps of racing to go. 6 to go at Bristol. The gap has now shrunken to 0.2 seconds. So 0.2 of a second now. And the 37 car is closing in. Even though he's a bit far back, he's still closing in. You're on board, done. 5 to go. Braden Dunn goes to the high side, maybe to get a run. Can tell Dunn has a faster car. He's just closing in. Looks like in turns 3 and 4. In turns 1 and 2, the gap will either increase or stay the same. But in turns 3 and 4, he can just get that run in there and dive in deeper to closing the gap. Look at that. And yeah, you can see that white blue 37 car is also getting bigger. He is closing in. Gonna be interesting to see who will win, who will get on the pole for Sunday's Samsung 500. 2 to go. The gap stays the same, 0.18. Braden Dunn's gonna have to make a move. Braden Dunn goes to the high side. And the gap got bigger. White flag at Bristol. Down the back straight, they go. In turn 3 and 4, Braden does have to make one last push. He's not going to get there, and Josh Crash wins heat race number 1. And this is for the final transfer spot. Here they come off of turn 4. Ian Darmody is going to get the final transfer spot. Which means Robert Harrison, Caleb Fairclough, Antonio Green, Mike Gordon, Mitchell Carter, and KJ Adams will not advance into the main event. Wow. Let's take a look at the results. For heat race number 1, Josh Crash is your winner. Led every single lap of the 25 laps. Then is Braden Dunn is second, Ervin Alonso third, Jordan Bonner fourth, Michael Gregory fifth, John Dunn sixth, Cole Garcia seventh, Antonio Green eighth, Don Benson ninth, Julio Caesar 10th, Jeff Hernandez 11th, Zach Hussey 12th, Sidney Dawsonberg 13th, Francisco Ibarra 14th, Eli Bright 15th, Alex Ibarra 16th, Dodson Bauman 17th, Kevin Cow 18th, Kyler Boggs 19th, and Ian Darmody gets the final transfer spot. Tough break for Robert Harrison. Caleb Faircloth, who was making his second career start in the Sirius XM Cup Series, will not make this field today. Then is Antonio Green, Mike Gordon, Mitchell Carter, and KJ Adams. A good run for Ryan Bogey. Comes home in 9th today, which means he will make his first career Sirius XM star next Sunday at Bristol. As now, Josh Crash is your winner for heat race number 1. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back for heat race number 2 on MDK.
Hi guys, thanks for coming today. So, Chevy invited you to this focus group to ask you what kind of person you think would drive their all-new Lego Batmobile.
Well, it's all black. Probably someone with self-esteem issues?
What?
Yeah, screams loner to me.
Does it? I'd go a different way with it. I bet he's super outgoing and really popular.
Judging by these rocket launchers, this person's kind of defensive.
Defensive? I am not defensive. You're defensive. I mean, you're bad at reading people.
And look, there's no back seat. Probably not many friends.
No, I bet the guy has a lot of friends. Like warehouses filled with friends.
Oh, okay. What makes you say that, Batman?
Look at this. It's awesome. You look at the driver and you think, I totally want to be that guy.
Well, I think it's perfect for picking up the little ones from soccer practice.
Soccer? Oh, come on. God, why did I create my own focus group? I don't need their opinion.
Introducing the all-new Lego Batmobile from Chevy.
Start your engines and yes! Boogity, 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 let's go racing, boys and girls!
And as the pace car will start to roll, let's take a look at your starting grid. Carlos Zillick and Jay Jefferson make up row number 1. Row 2 will have Keegan Thompson and DJ Kirker. Row 3 will have Pyra McShane and Sam Oskin. Row 4 will have Lucifer Sam and Austin Sitzel. Row 5 has Matt Hussey and Angel Olvera. Row 6 has Tommy Simpson and Cody Smart. And as you see the drivers on top of your screen scroll by, there's Davey Woodard in that black number 3 car. There's other drivers behind the field. As we get set for heat race number 2 at Bristol. Pace car comes off the pit lane. Zillick, Jefferson, Thompson, Kirker, green flag, we're racing. And Zillick got a great jump on that restart. Jefferson looks like he did not even go. Coming at turns 3 and 4, Zillick will lead this lap. And there's a look at that. Huge lead already. 0.6 seconds on the second lap. And Jefferson is fighting Keegan Thompson for that second spot. Now it's 1.04 down the back straightaway. And it looks like Jefferson will clear Thompson this time. So already take a look at the driver in the championship spot. That is the battle right now between Brian Zavalza and Jared Lewis. And now Lewis will secure that spot. Right now drivers are outside looking in. Nick Kennedy, Brian Zavalza, Gavin Marshall, Justice Oblesby, Luke Ryan, and Brad Stover. Zillick is pulled up to a 1.2 second lead ahead of Jay Jefferson, who's in second. There's Keegan Thompson third, Brian Pyra McShane fourth, and then a full second back is DJ Kirker, our Budweiser shootout winner. Dude, look how far gap it is. Look how big this gap is. Yeah, there he is. So we can find some battles right here. Here's a look. Here's a battle right here. Richard Wells battling Nick Kennedy. Excuse me, not Nick Kennedy. Nikki Maxwell. I apologize for that. Battling for the 12th spot. Looks like Wells. He's closing in, but Nat can get there. We'll slide back into 13th spot. Meanwhile, the battle for 10th. Austin Stitzel and Davey Woodard. Woodard has not gained a single point so far. He has not made both Daytona and Atlanta. He's the only driver. He's dead last in the standings. He's the only driver that has not posted a single point. So if he makes his race, he will earn at least 1 point. To be honest, anything's is good for the instead of what has happened to his 3 car. Right now, he is in position to advance. He's in the 11th spot. Right now, the final transfer spot is the 53 car of Brian Zalea. There he is battling Brad Stover. And oh, something happened with Zavalza. What in the world? Something happened with the back end or the sidecar Brian Zavalza. Let's take a look what happened. Alright, so now we see Zavalza. And oh, he gets hit by the 21. And oh my goodness. Goes on his side, backing off over, but he kept on going. And no debris is flowing off, so NASCAR decided to not wave the caution flag. But look at that, man, that car is destroyed. The 21 car hit him, and that's what caused him to go on his side. Man. Right now, Brad Stover will hold the final championship spot. He's in the 20th position. And there's a bit of a gap between him and the 53 car of Brian Zalea. He's right now being battled by Luke Ryan, but now he'll slide back into the 21st spot. Meanwhile, Carlos Zillick. The gap has shrunken once again. It was 1 point something, I don't remember. It was over a second. I believe it was 1.6. Now it's down to 9/10 of a second. It's now 8 to go. He just shaved off another 5/10 of a second. 0.9 to now 0.85. At the line, 7 to go at Bristol. Now the gap has stayed the same. No, shaved another 0.3 of a second off. He's closing in, but I don't think. Wow, 7.75 with 6 to go. Shaved up over almost a full 1/10 of a second. He is coming. Same thing happened in the heat race number 1. We saw the leader pull out to a huge lead, but then later on to the run, that second place driver was just slowly creeping on that leader. And oh, Zillick just hit the wall right there. You saw it, 0.56. Zillick is seeing something he does not want to see, and it is that red car getting bigger and bigger. 3 to go. The gap, 0.56, and now it is 0.47. He is closing, but I don't think he's going to get there. He's going to have to do something daring if he wants to have a shot at passing Carl Zillick. 2 laps to go. Yeah, now it's gotten bigger again. 0.47, now it's 0.5 now. Here we go. Coming out turn 3 and 4. White flag. Final lap at Bristol for Carlos Zillick. Meanwhile, the final transfer spot is Brad Stover. Off of turn 4, Carlos Zillick will win heat race number 2. We're not going to get focused On the 20th and final transfer, Zilea making a final push to the high side. No luck. Brad Stover will get him into the Samsung 500 and will get the final transfer, which means Brian Zilea, Luke Ryan, Gavin Marshall, Sean McKean, Joseph Gillespie, and Brian Zavalza will not make the field for next Sunday's event. Let's take a look at the results in total. Heat race number 2. Carlos Zillick wins Heat race number 2, just as in Heat race number 1, led every single lap. And then his second is Jay Jefferson, third is Keegan Thompson, fourth is Pyre McShane, fifth is DJ Kirker, sixth is Lucifer Sam, seventh is Matt Hussey, eighth is Samuel Oskin, ninth is Tommy Simpson, 10th is Austin Stitzel, 11th is David Woodard, who is gonna make his first Sirius XM Cup Series race. 12th is Nicky Maxwell, 13th is Richard Wells, Jack Krause comes home at 14th, Angel Alvera 15th, Adriel Mitchell 16th, Jerry Lewis 17th, Cody Smart 18th, Nick Kennedy 19th, and Brad Stover will get the final transfer spot. So that is it for Heat Races at Bristol Speedway. Join us next Sunday for NASCAR Sirius XM Cup Series coverage of the Samsung 500 at Bristol Speedway. Thanks so much for watching. It's NASCAR UK. We will see you for the main event at Bristol.